Hello students, today I am going to deal with the topic complex tissues. Generally in the plants, there are two types of tissues, meristematic tissue and permanent tissue. In permanent tissue once again, simple permanent tissue and complex permanent tissue we see. So what is this complex tissue? The complex tissue is the one where it is made up of different types of cells. The complex tissues example xylem and phloem. So, permanent tissue is the group of living or dead cells formed by meristematic tissue and it has lost its capacity to divide, and these tissues are permanently placed at fixed position in the plant body. There are two types of permanent tissues, simple permanent tissue and complex permanent tissue. Now, what is simple permanent tissue? So, the tissue which is made up of only one type of cells, it is called as simple permanent tissue, and the tissue which is made up of more than one type of cells, it is called as complex tissue. So, the best example for complex tissues are xylem and phloem. Xylem is the water conducting tissue and phloem is the food conducting tissue. Now, let me tell you what is xylem. Xylem is the water conducting tissue. It is an example for complex tissue and it is associated with the conduction of water and minerals. It also provides mechanical strength to the plant parts. Xylem is composed of 4 different kinds of elements, namely tracheids, vessels, xylem fibers and xylem parenchyma. In flowering plants, tracheid and vessels are the main water transporting elements. Here is the diagram of tracheid where you can see many cylindrical cells which are arranged one above the other. This is about the tracheid structure. The tracheids are elongated or tube-like cells with thick and lignified walls and they are having tapering ends. The cells are dead and are without protoplasm. The inner layers of the cell walls have thickenings which vary in form. Predominant in gymnosperms. Tracheids are usually predominant in gymnosperms. Next one, vessels. Vessels are long cylindrical tube-like structures made up of many cells called vessel members, each with the lignified walls and a large central cavity. Vessel cells are also devoid of protoplasm. There is no living protoplasm, so we say that vessels are dead cells. Vessel members are interconnected through perforations in their common walls. The presence of vessels is a characteristic feature of angiosperms. Next we will study what are xylem fibers. Xylem fibers have highly thickened walls and obliterated central lumens. These may either be septate or aseptate. Xylem parenchyma. Xylem parenchyma are the cells which are living and they are having thin wall and their cell walls are made up of only cellulose. They store food materials in the form of starch or fat and other substances like tannins. The radial conduction of water takes place by the ray parenchymatous cells. Protoxylem and metaxylem. Primary xylem is of two types, protoxylem and metaxylem. The first formed primary xylem elements are called protoxylem and the later formed primary xylem elements are called metaxylem. Endarch and exarch xylem. In stem, the protoxylem lies towards the center and the metaxylem lies towards the periphery of the organ. This type of primary xylem is called endarch. In roots, the protoxylem lies towards the periphery and the metaxylem is facing the center. This type of arrangement is called as exarch. Next we will study about phloem. As I told you already, phloem is a food conducting tissue and it is consisting of 4 different types of elements. They are sieve tubes, companion cells, phloem parenchyma and phloem fibers. In angiosperms, sieve tube members are associated with the specialized parenchyma cells called companion cells. Sieve cells and sieve tubes are conducting elements of phloem. Sieve tube is composed of sieve tube members. Sieve tube elements are also long tube-like structures. They are arranged longitudinally and are associated with the companion cells. Their end walls are perforated in a sieve-like manner to form the sieve plate. A mature sieve element possesses a peripheral cytoplasm and a large vacuole but lacks a nucleus. So, the mature sieve tube cells are enucleated. So, in the plant kingdom, the enucleated plant cell is sieve tube cell. Next one, companion cells. These are specialized parenchymatous cells which are closely associated with the sieve tube elements. The sieve tube elements and companion cells are connected by pit connections present between their common longitudinal walls. The companion cells help in maintaining the pressure gradient in the sieve tubes. The functions of sieve tubes are controlled by the nucleus of the companion cell. Next one, it is phloem fiber. It is also called as bast fiber. The phloem fibers are made up of sclerenchymatous cells. So, sclerenchymatous cells or sclerenchymatous fibers, they are dead cells. They have got very thick lignified walls. The central hollow space is called as a lumen, and these sclerenchyma fibers give mechanical support. Generally, the sclerenchyma fibers are absent in the primary phloem, but they are found in the secondary phloem. These are much elongated, unbranched and have pointed needle-like apices. Cell walls of phloem fibers are thick and lignified. Phloem fibers of jute, flax, hemp are used commercially. Last one, phloem parenchyma. It is made up of elongated tapering cylindrical cells which have dense cytoplasm and nucleus. The cell wall is composed of cellulose and has pits through which plasmodesmata connections exist between the cells. The phloem parenchyma stores food material and other substances like resin, latex and mucilage. Phloem parenchyma is absent in most of the monocots. Thank you so much.